Hi everybody, I'm Michael Gabriel. You may have heard of me. I'm an author. I have books on Amazon if you want to check them out. I mostly write mostly adult, young adult fiction, some adult fiction, a little bit of poetry, books on religion, stuff like that. But today I want to talk about something different, something that's been on my mind for a while. I want to talk about politics. I know some of you have probably been beat over the head with politics and you don't want to hear any more about it. And I understand it's totally rational reasoning. But with everything going on in the world, I feel like now is the time to really talk about it. I mean, we have to thank God that Trump is out of office. Thank God for that. Because if he was still in, I don't know if I could have taken another 4 years. I'll tell you that right now. But since he is out of office, I think it's important to know that a lot of these Republicans are still, unfortunately, playing Trump politics. And it's sad. It's really sad. We have Cruz, who just is oblivious to the situation. It's like they don't want to believe what happened in Washington on January 6th was because of Trump. And it was. Make no doubt about it. I mean, this was Trump's doing. And a lot of people are still, Trump fanatics. Over 70-some million people voted for him. And how many of those people would take their vote back? I don't think many. A lot of people still believe that the election was stolen. And I just don't understand that kind of reasoning, because we've been through this before. We had elections in the past. Take Gore and Bush, for example. I mean, that election was very close, but Gore didn't, once the votes were tallied, Gore said, all right, enough's enough. He accepted the results. And unfortunately, Trump doesn't want to do that. Trump still, is crying to his supporters that this election was stolen. And unfortunately, it's just not going away. And it won't go away. It won't go away because unless he comes out and says that this was a fair election, there's still going to be doubters. And with those doubters, there's going to be violence and agitators, as we all seen. So I think it's important to realize that, even though Trump's out of office, we're still dealing with the aftermath of what happened, which is sad, because a lot of people thought, oh, well, once the election was over, that was going to be it. Unfortunately, that's not it. Unfortunately, this goes on and on and on, because a lot of these Republican senators, they don't want to get off of Trump's back, pretty much. And they believe that, come election time, that they want to have Trump's support because they want their votes. They want Trump's supporters' votes. And, and that adds up to millions of votes for them. So I believe most of these Republicans know that Donald Trump is responsible for the insurrection? Yeah, I do believe that. But will they say it out loud? No, absolutely not, because it's going to cost them votes. And when it comes down to it, nobody wants to lose votes. But I'll give credit to Toomey and Cheney and a lot of those other, Republicans that stood up and said, this is wrong. Even Mitt Romney, he stood up and said, something needs to be done, that this man should be held accountable. And it's a shame that his colleagues didn't feel the same way. Or maybe they did feel the same way and they just didn't want to vote that way because, once again, votes. And we look back at we look back at what happened, and it's just a disgrace. Even Mitch McConnell said, he said, do I believe Trump is responsible? Absolutely, but he's out of office, so let's just give him a break. There's nothing we can do. He's out of office. Let him go. And I just find that hard to believe. Like, it's like, all right, so if I work in Vegas and I steal a shitload of money and they don't find out till after I quit, does that make me responsible for stealing that money back when I worked at that casino in Vegas? Absolutely. But in Trump's world, no. See, you can get away with whatever you want. That's how it is. That's just how it goes. And unfortunately, you have a lot of these Trump supporters. I see them at Walmart. I see them not wearing masks. I see them total disregard for human life. And it's sickening. It's sickening. And a lot of times I just want to punch them right in the face when I see them. Because they're being ignorant. They're being fucking ignorant. You have people that are dying every day. My sister got COVID. Her husband got COVID. Her son got COVID. And then you have these ignorant bastards that want to walk around and play politics because now they're saying, oh, well, mask wearing is a political statement, so I'm just gonna, take off my freaking mask and get people pissed off. I'll show those snowflake liberals. You know how fucking goofy you look? You see how goofy I looked right there? That's how fucking goofy you look. Seriously. That's how goofy you look. Because you're walking around, you're at Walmart, low-class people walking around Walmart with your mask down. Then I love these people that wear their masks, but it's drooped down to their face. It's like having their ass cheek out. You might as well just freaking have your ass cheek hanging out. It's like wearing jeans where they're freaking baggy and you can see the crack of your ass. Well, that's what it feels like when you're wearing a mask down past here. It's like, alright, we gotta freaking look at your ass now. Because that's what I see. The ass wearing a mask. That's you. Not everybody. You know who you are. So that's what we got to deal with. This is what we got to deal with in this time and age. And it's sick. It's freaking sick. You got these people. My own freaking brother. My brother. Grew up, love, peace, happiness, man. This is a freaking guy that, listened to Simon and Garfunkel, John Denver, Then during the last couple of years, all of a sudden, he went all hillbilly on me. Started listening to country music. Hey, everybody gonna go outside, sleep with your sister, gonna show some pride. It's like, come on. You start listening to country music, and then all of a sudden, he starts waving that flag, and you know what flag he's waving, the Confederate flag. Because the Confederate flag, he doesn't know even what it means. I told him, I said, I went to college, let me explain this to you, okay? He said, well, it's Southern pride. You gotta be grateful for some Southern pride. Yeah, Southern pride, my ass. Southern pride, give me a break. You lost. But anyway, so I told my brother, I'm like, douchebag, do you know what the freaking, Confederate flag means? Yeah, proud of the South, you see? Proud of the South. No. Take a history lesson. You know what that freaking flag stands for? There's so many African Americans out there. It means slavery. That's what the South was fighting for, to keep slaves. They never wanted it to end, and if it was up to them, it would still be going on to this day. But thank God they lost. And it's offensive. It's offensive to African Americans. It's offensive to me. It's embarrassing to me. And here I had my white relatives that were slave owners, And to think that it was only a little over 100 years ago that this was going on. It's sick. It really is sick. And I tried to explain this to my brother, and nope, he didn't see it. I remember driving through Nashville with him, and I remember some place on the highway there was a big Confederate flag flying, and my brother's like, "Oh yeah, that's what I like to see." I was like, "Shut the hell up." You know, I loved to see him in black skin for one day. To see what an African American goes through every day of their life. Imagine, like, just, waking up one day and you're black and just driving down the street, getting pulled over by cops, having people look at you differently, like you're a thief. Cops look at you like you did something wrong, you're a drug dealer. I had black friends growing up. I seen what they did. Every time I was out with my black friend, I had neighbors look at me. They were constantly watching him, and they tell my mom, "What is he doing hanging around with that black boy? Don't you know that it's going to lead to trouble?" I was more bad influence on him than he was on me. But this is what society wants to tell you, that black people are all bad. And Mexicans are gang members. And all blacks are gang members. It's not that way. I'll tell you what. Most of the black people I met were a lot nicer than the white people I know. And that's a fact. There's freaking white people I can't stand. Can't stand. And just to put yourself in that shoe of how those people deal with shit every day. Imagine your ancestors had to be slaves and you have to wake up every freaking morning and live in that country that did that to your ancestors. Knowing that it still exists. Donald Trump, this is what Donald Trump wanted to bring back. He wanted to bring racism back. And, it took 80-some million people to say no. No. But unfortunately, 70-some million people thought it was okay. It was okay to have this racist bastard in office. He would never be my president. I never called Donald Trump my president because he wasn't. He was just some loser bum that got rich off his father. His father gave him the money. He inherited it. He was a careless businessman. Father owned all these properties in New York City. Of course he's going to have money. It's like my father giving me money and then saying, "Well, I'm going to run for political office now." He never even was mayor. At least start somewhere. No, you made him president, for crying out loud. President of the United States. And I tell you what, if we were dealing with another 4 years with him, God only knows. You seen what happened in January at the White House with his supporters? Imagine 4 more years of that. I don't think we would have survived. I really don't think we would have survived. I think it would have been over. Everything would have been done and over with. It would have been blowing up around us. But this is just what stuff that makes me mad, because unfortunately I don't even have a relationship now with my brother. My brother and I, we used to be like this. We don't even talk anymore. Nope. He started watching these conspiracy videos. I went to college. I'm going for my master's degree right now, and I believe in science. That's what I believe in. And my brother, nope. He used to believe in science. This is why it's so easy to be brainwashed by these videos. And I truly believe that these videos, there's some kind of subliminal message in them that's causing these supporters to be brainwashed. Because how do you get all these people to believe in the same thing? I mean, I heard rumors like QAnon with that Democrats were pedophiles, they were eating babies, and just Satan worshippers. Like, this is crazy stuff. To any normal person, this would sound insane. But to these people that were viewing these videos that were doctored, these videos are real to them. The only thing I can come to think of that would make people resort to this kind of violence and behavior is that they were brainwashed by some subliminal message. It was the act of the devil. I truly believe that. And my brother, like, he doesn't even believe, like, school shootings or anything. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, I talked to him, I'm like, it's awful what happened to those children and in Connecticut, and he just doesn't believe in it. Like, he just thinks it's actors and it's just a doctored video made by the press. It's just, I don't know why. And this is a person that never believed in guns or anything. Now he wants to get a gun? I blame Donald Trump for, breaking up families. And I mean, the coronavirus would have never been this bad if we would have taken care of it months before. I mean, we could have taken care of this probably about 3 months before it really got bad. Like, if you think about it, Donald Trump was denying this virus from day one. Now, if he would have taken action from day one, just think, we would have probably had 3 months advance right now on that virus. And we would have had a lot more people vaccinated right now. Things might have been normal this summer. We would have been going to concerts and doing normal things. But unfortunately, Donald Trump wanted to say this is a Democratic hoax. Everything's phony. How do we get there? How do we get here? How do we get here? It blows my mind. And the thing, like, these Republicans, it's like they're in another world, or like in fantasy world. It's just unbelievable what they believe in. A lot of them believe in these conspiracy theories. I mean, if they come right out, we vote them in. I don't. Maybe you did. Maybe you're like me. Maybe you think, what the hell is going on here? Why is this going on? I wish I had the answers. I don't. And it's sad. When I stopped talking to my brother, I bawled my eyes out. I felt like I lost my family member, and I did. I consider him dead to me now. He's dead to me. When they bring up my brother, I'm like, I don't have a brother anymore. The old brother's gone. He's dead. He doesn't exist. I wouldn't even go to his funeral. I hate to say it. That's how much I despise him anymore. And this was all caused by politics and the computer, and sometimes I just wish we can go back to the 80s and stuff before, the internet and everything really started to take off, because it's like the internet's responsible for a lot of these conspiracy theories and stuff getting circulated, Maybe our mothers and fathers would have been brainwashed too if this was out in the 80s and 70s. I mean, let's face it, we always had conspiracy theories, but it was on things like, who killed Malcolm X? Was the government involved with JFK's killing, or did we really land on the moon? Those kind of conspiracies have always been around. And there's nothing wrong with those. They really make you think, But when you start getting into conspiracy theories that say, these school shootings are fake, and that the Las Vegas shooting was conspired by people that are against guns, I mean, you really have to wonder what the hell is going on. I don't know. I don't know anymore. And that's what makes that so sad. But if you like my videos, subscribe. I'm going to be doing more videos in the future. This is my first one. I feel like this is a good place to start. I want to talk about politics. I want to talk about mental illness, different things that are occurring in this day and age, and I think that are important to me, at least, and I hope they're important to you as well. So thank you for listening. I appreciate you putting up with my over eccentric bullshit once in a while, but this is me. This is who I am. And thank you. Peace out.